Hey, this is Tyrese Anderson. What I want to talk about today is how happiness works. So, for this video, which I hinted a bit about for my previous video, I discussed how happiness works a bit in that video. And for this video, I'll go into further detail as to how happiness works. So, when it comes to happiness, how it works, the best way to sum it up fundamentally, because I'm going to create a series about this, is that how happiness works is that it's energy, which, as I said before, I elaborated a bit more on my previous video. But truth be told, it's energy. It's energy. That's really all it is. It's energy. So, when it comes to feeling this way, it's like anything in life. The more you actually are doing better, or just in general doing what you're supposed to do, or just in general anything for that matter, the more the energy builds up. It's just like if you're someone who hasn't done that great in life, hasn't found what his purpose is not that good at anything, yada, yada, yada. All the cliches you're used to hearing, has had issues with making friends, yada, yada, yada. And then you start working and doing better in life. It will obviously take some time for you to start emotionally feeling better, which actually makes sense because if you feel too emotionally good too soon, and you are used to feeling miserable, you're going to start realizing quickly you're going to be quite hyperactive. So it's something that has to build up over time. It's it's something that builds up because it's energy. It's just how your outlook on life is, how you feel about yourself. It takes some time. So if you're someone who's going through a rough time and you want to feel happy, um, it'll take probably a minimum of a few months for it to start kicking in, especially if you know what you want. Like, because I also got hinted at that for my previous videos. You need to know what you want. Like, what do you want to do with your life? What's your mindset for life? What activities do you want to do for fun? Once you can answer those questions and stuff, you'll start noticing the energy level starts slowly but surely starting to rise and go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, if anything, and also possibly even just going to different places just for recreational purposes. Um, Even though this world doesn't, I don't think it's as great as people make it out to be. Truth be told, at the same time, it's still better than nothing. You can still feel some degree of an emotional development in a positive way. So, truth be told, when it comes to how it works, it really is just energy. And it's like anything, it builds up over time. And the more it builds up, the better you will start feeling, the more you enjoy it, the more you start feeling upbeat. You start meeting people who maybe in the past kind of ignored you, who might randomly come up to you and say, "Hey, what's your name?" Because there's positive energy around you. You look down and look like, yeah, I'm not doing that great in life and all that type of stuff. So you're doing great right now. That's how that feeling works. And truth be told, anything can bring it. As long as you know what you want, even being rich and all that stuff, it can bring that. It's just a feeling that you have to feel. You can't force it. It's something that just comes. It's it could be like, for example, you're rich, you have a huge mansion, and you just simply like the atmosphere in the mansion you are in because you're having a nice party with family and friends. That's an example of happiness. And you can only have a mansion if you're rich. So that goes to show you, and money does bring happiness. It just comes on an individual. So you have to understand it. You have to develop that energy. And as time goes on, you'll start feeling greater and greater, if anything, greater and greater. And probably, maybe even a good tip would be to start analyzing why historically you did so bad in life and why you did so terribly or had so many issues. And you may be surprised with how helpful that is and just turning your life around. And that is pretty much everything I have to say. I will definitely continue on more for this series, but for now, this is all I have to say because I'm just doing an introduction. So this is my advice video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you like more advice and videos like this, remember to hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. And that is all to say, so later.